You can be old, you can be young, but nothing beats the classics.
That's right, so today we're taking a look at some of the most memorable Minecraft creepypastas.
Let's do it.
Coming in at number 10, Red Eyes of Darkness. One evening I was playing Minecraft when I got a message on Skype. It was from a person I didn't know, and it showed a Minecraft server IP. The message below me said, "Join me." I didn't know what to do, so in a panic I joined the server, and when I got in it showed a complete blacklist, like I was being suffocated by gravel or sand. I thought it was weird, so I went on Skype and called my friend and sent my friend the IP. When my friend arrived, she saw nothing but darkness too. I hit the tab button, and when it showed the player list, all it said was hello. I got scared, so I let go of the tab, and me and my friend sat there staring at nothing but blackness. We had an idea, turned on high jump mod and jumped, but nothing seemed to happen. We left the server, rejoined later, but this time it was said unknown. Hello my fellow players in the chat box. Right after he typed it, we got forced, teleported into nothing but red eyes. We couldn't make out the figure in the darkness, then our screen turned black. A few minutes of waiting, a GUI appeared saying, "Play with me," in capital letters. There were two options, yes or no. We both clicked no. Our Skype call ended and we spawned in the normal world, or so we thought. Went around and there was no animals. We decided to mine some trees down. We punched a piece of wood off of a tree and our hands start bleeding some realistic blood. Our screens once again turned black like we passed out. Our screen was lit up yet again and we saw the red eyes, but this time we could just see his head, and we tried to turn on some type of light, any light, but the black red-eyed figure took my friend. I chased after him, but he teleported like an enderman. I found a lever which turned on a redstone lamp. I saw I was in a cave with blocks surrounding it, blocks I have never seen before. I quickly realized that they were blood blocks. The lights quickly dimmed out. I saw the GUI saying, "You're next, mum." Ha 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 ha.
In at 9, ENDERMAN.EXE. One day I was in the Xbox 360 game store. Then I saw a game which was called ENDERMAN.EXE. It was orange text with a bunch of Endermen on it. Then I downloaded it and decided to play it. When it started, there was no Mojang or 4J Studios logo, it was just the intro. The orange text with a bunch of Endermen were on the top of the screen, while happy music was playing. When I pressed start, the text was red and the Endermen had blood on them, which stayed for around a second. Then the logo said Level 1, the forest. When I was in Level 1, my Enderman was in the middle of the forest in the daytime. I needed to find a way to escape. I found a path which led me to the end of the forest, and when I walked there, the song of unhealing music from Ben Drowned played. The trees had no leaves, and there were a lot of dead mobs, including Endermen. When I kept walking, the music got louder and creepier. Finally, when I got to the end of the forest, the music stopped, and I saw a ghast. I walked up to the ghast, and when I got to him, they started talking with each other. Then a bloody picture of a ghast appeared. It stayed on screen for a second, then it cut to black.
Coming in at 8, ENDERCRAFT.EXE. Everyone knows that if you search through the interwebs for a long time, you will see some weird shit everybody uses from level 0 to 2, but I decided to use a proxy and head straight to level 3. It was after an hour when I came across a website called jailstream.org. The site no longer exists, by the way. Basically, it was a weird streaming website, featured videos of people playing banned games and such. I thought, hey, nothing to it. So I commented on it. You don't need to sign in, it uses your IP. So a few days later, I received an email that said, "Hey, thank you for showing interest in our website. I am Razor Plus, the chief administrator of jailstream.org, and I would like you to go on this website, fusioncracked.com, pass it on for a good of the mankind." I decided to go on it. It was a website for cracked games, and the highest rated games, along the most viewed and most downloaded game, was called EnderCraft. So I downloaded, and it was a plugin for Minecraft, and it was in version beta 6.6.6, which seemed a bit off, but I added the mod, started my Minecraft, and created the world. The game was very bad, like with doo-doo graphics, countless glitches. After 5 minutes, I was taken to a picture of Herobrine with his arms cut off, surrounding in a pool of photorealistic blood. I deleted it, went back to the forums, and saw that other users had seen the game. After a day or two, all the threads were deleted, fusioncrack.net and jailstream.org taken down. I tried to make another post, but I was banned. People found out that Razor Plus is a serial killer with Razor and a chicken leg, and he's still at large.
And it's set in Shadow Dragon. This creepypasta comes from the perspective of Brian, who says, "I'm a good Minecrafter. I have good building skills and playing skills, but one day I experienced something that I will always remember. On Saturday evening, when I was making a new map with my friend, we got a bit bored of building. Then we decided to go on to a different server. The story starts here. When we went to the server, I noticed it loaded slower. It took 20 seconds, and usually it would take 5. When we loaded the textures, they looked darker, and we were the only ones on. We explored the server and found almost no mobs except for a few zombies. Then we started to walk slower. The screen got darker and creepy music started in the background. Then the screen was very, very dark, barely visible, and we saw a new player join the game called Shadow Dragon. We got a closer look at him and he looked like the Ender Dragon, but darker. He had dragon wings and a tail, and he noticed us looking and said, 'Get ready. If you lose, you and your friend will be eaten, but if you win, you will be left alone.' Then we got disconnected from the server with the words, 'The one who cannot escape will suffer.'"
Coming in at number 6, John. October 31st, 2013, a 15-year-old boy named Cole Ferguson loved playing Minecraft with a similarly aged friend named John. Together, they built many structures and lived happily until something horrible happened in November 1st. That day, Cole was playing Minecraft as usual with John. They were building a giant golem until they both were attacked by an army of spiders. Freaking hate spiders. John died and Cole had to kill all the spiders by himself. John suddenly crashed and his computer shut down. He said that his computer couldn't handle the high amount of spiders, lagging his game and crashing. As Cole talked about building the snow golem, John disconnected. Cole tried calling him but no answer. He just looked back at his Minecraft and waited for John to come back. Cole got bored of waiting and got ready for bed, but something or someone was standing in front of the window with jaws open. Was this John? The next morning, Cole woke up with a loud ringing from his phone. Hello? The response was a voice that said, "I will rise." And the phone call ended. Cole was shocked a little and stood there and frozen. He was thinking about John. Cole snapped out of this daze and went downstairs for breakfast. His parents had a worried expression on their faces. "What's wrong?" And his father slides him the newspaper. As Cole flipped through the pages, he found the page that was shocking. A tear went down his cheek. The title was, "Local Boy John Died in Murders on Meme Street." Cole gave back the newspaper, sat at the table with his family, and quietly chewed his cereal.
Halfway through it in number 5, Lunar. I haven't touched Minecraft now. I'm too scared to do it. I can't open it. It haunts me. I'm the only one who's encountered it. Here's my story. 2 weeks ago, it was a normal day in Minecraft. Usually, I was working on my stone creeper statue in my house's backyard, and so far I was finishing its head, until I heard weird running footsteps behind me. I turned around only to find nothing. With this strange occurrence, I grew suspicious, but not for long, as I started to get back to my work. But in a moment, the footsteps returned once again, and this time, I turned around fast, but still only found nothing. Strangely, I thought of this as an in-game error sound effect, so I chose to ignore the footsteps and continue building the stone creeper. It was nighttime when I finished the statue, and I got home inside fast, as I was afraid of the hostile mobs and those weird footsteps outside.
Coming in at number 4, in the woods. I started Minecraft. I spawned in a dense forest, and it was night. I made a 1x3 dirt pillar so I could safely punch the mobs from above. I waited for the night to end, but it didn't. I thought it was a glitch and I turned on peaceful mode so I wouldn't get annoyed. I walked and saw a few trees and noticed something, a sign that said, "Save me, save yourself." I got a little freaked out. I was just imagining it, or was I not alone in this forest? I looked for a village for farming, for food, but not a single village was found. I looked for dungeons, mine shafts, in hopes of finding items in a chest, but not a single item spawned in any of those chests. Eventually, I stored my items and I killed myself. I walked to where I found the weird sign, but it had disappeared to be replaced by another sign. It said, "Too late, your dreams, your life, why didn't you listen?" I walked towards my house trying to ignore it, but another sign I soon found said, "We are lost, never found, soon, same of you." That night I had a horrible dream. I was standing in the woods in the park and the dark night came up to me. It became night. The woods around me became to rot away, big dark trees taking their place. I saw a beast with red eyes glowed. I could not scream, I could not run. His eyes melted into mine and rapidly pain filled my body. It was so real, I fell to the ground with a thud, feeling all my life drain out of my body until I became motionless. I woke up immediately, terrified, but something was wrong. I wasn't in my bed.
Getting close to the end in number 3, Raiden. I was playing Minecraft with a friend of mine, actually 2 of them, Deadlord24 and Princess Duffy. It was a private server, no one else had our IP, and we were chatting when he joined. At first, Raiden didn't seem harmful, he seemed friendly. He was chatting with us, but I kicked him off the server. All Raiden did was try to talk. I guess that's all he wanted to do. I got off my laptop to eat dinner, and so did my friends. The next day though, I went to play Minecraft when something strange happened. When I got to the title screen, the music sounded a bit distorted. I thought it was a glitch, of course you did, so I carried on. But when I came back, Raiden was somehow on the server. Craters had replaced our buildings, and I think that he somehow never left. I went on Skype and invited my friends to Minecraft to show them what had happened, and they eventually joined. Then Raiden spoke. You left. Don't take it so hard, man. You don't understand the pain I went through. You're no different than the ones who betrayed me. Then the screen glitched and we all got scared. It took me back to the same title screen, except this time the title kept glitching, having random placements all over the screen. I clicked play and it took me to a world. Then Raiden said I was just like you, a regular Minecraft player. All I wanted to do was talk to people. They bullied me. It was my depression that led me to kill myself, all because of those brats. But now, you play by my rules. When I catch you, you die. So, what are you waiting for? Run.
Coming in at number 2, the truth about Minecraft. The game is not about homie Brian trying to take your soul. Yes, he is real in my eyes, glasses on or off, okay? It's not about that hidden files in the app data folder. It's about isolation and solitude in the most iconic form, and it is powerful if you notice. Minecraft is a story about you, the lone human, and in its endless world, a wanderer, a farmer, a builder, a warrior capable of creating anything he desires, but first must try to survive on his own. The world in itself taunts him. It gives him all the materials he could wish for, but not only one true companion. I mean, he had Alex, Brian. What happened? He may come across the village, but the people are alien to him, unable to speak his language or aid him in any way. And what becomes of him? Nothing. He will venture into hell himself, slay horrible abominations, and stop the end from destroying the world he became attached to, and no one other will be there to notice. No one will be there to even care. No one but him will even see the message sent apparently by the gods. Steve will live, Steve will mine, Steve will die. That's all we will ever know, and you're forcing it on him. He has no choice. He lives his life, but in your game, he will die, he will be reborn, and he will have to do it again and again and again. That is the truth of Minecraft.
Finally, in at number 1, Herobrine. I had recently spawned a new world in single-player Minecraft. Everything was normal at first as I began chopping down trees and crafting a workbench. I noticed something move amongst the dense fog. I thought it was a cow, so I pursued it, hoping to grab some hides for armor. It wasn't a cow, though. Looking back at me was another character with the default skin, but his eyes were empty. I saw no name pop up, and I double-checked to make sure that I wasn't in multiplayer mode. He looked at me and quickly ran back into the fog. I continued on with the game, and as I expanded the world, I saw things that seemed to be out of place for a random map generator to make. 2x2 tunnels, small perfect pyramids made of sand in the ocean, and groves of trees all with their leaves cut off. I would constantly think that I saw this other player in the fog, but never when I looked in that direction. I saved the map and then went on the forums to see if anyone else had found this mysterious player. I received a PM from the username Herobrine containing one word: stop. About a month passed until I heard from someone again, and it was revealed that this Herobrine was the brother of Notch, the game's developer. I personally emailed Notch and asked him firsthand if he had a brother, and his only response: I did, but he's no longer with us.
I will always say, Hobie Brian, you are with a brother in faith. I know you're real. I saw you on 420 chilling.
Jay, we don't have time for this, man.
Alright, crafters, you gotta champion those who champion you. The best crafted crew outie.
He can leave, but Herobrine still isn't real.
He's real!